Go High Level Wizard here, and now I'm going to show you how to create phone numbers inside of Go High Level so you can call people and send text messages and know your way around Go High Level's LC phone system. So we're just going to click Settings, okay? You're going to come down to Phone Numbers, and you'll be right in this dashboard. So immediately to create a number, you just click Add Number, Add Phone Number, and you will have two different options, toll-free and local. Toll-free is like an 800 number going broad, which is national, and then local is a local area code. So to create a number, we just click Filter, okay? And you're going to pick. So right here, you have local and toll-free. I would leave all of these checked because that's just the capabilities of what it can do. So these are checked. For local, as you see right here, you're going to want to put an area code in here. So for this, we do 540, okay, apply. And what it will do is it will come up with all of the numbers with this area code. So this looks legit, and this is great for local marketing. So all we would do is we'd click this or whatever one we want, and then click Proceed to Buy, and then you're done. And then for toll-free, we do the same exact thing, apply. Okay, oh, wait a minute. Got to erase that. And then boom, you're good. So just like that, you have both of them, and the same exact process. You click this, you click Proceed to Buy, and then you are done. It is simple as that. It's you just go and you create them. Now that you understand how to create numbers inside of Go High Level, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of this entire dashboard so you know where everything's at, and at the end of the video, show you how to get A2P verified so you can send text messages. So right up here, you'll have these tabs here. So manage phone numbers is where you will see all of your phone numbers. Usage summary is just a summary of the messages going in and out so you understand what's being spent, how it's working, and stuff like that. Regulatory bundle access, this is for people that are outside the US and Canada, basic law stuff. Trust center is how you will get verified via A2P process. Messaging analytics is sent, open, you know, all that basic stuff via the analytics dashboard. And then we have advanced settings, which is pretty cool and very underutilized. So right in here, you'll have your SMS provider, which is Lead Connector, not Twilio. Then in voice calls, we will have voice intelligence, which is cool. This costs extra money, but if you click this, you will basically get a transcription, so written words of your call, which can be great for sales and other stuff, but that does cost, I believe, a little extra money. And then an inbound call, and we'll go over this in another section because it brings this up, but you can forward calls to another number, so it goes to a different place, and then ring user assigned to call number, so the user's in high level to be put in a different place, so it makes that easier for sales. Then you have voicemail and missed call text back. Missed call text back, I have a full video on this. It's super dope. When someone calls, and if you don't answer, it sends a text out. So this is another place where you can enable this, and there's other places you can enable it. But right here, so you can basically come in and plug in the exact message you want to send when someone misses the call. And up here, this is how long the call will go before it records a voicemail. So you let it know, so it immediately goes to voicemail. It waits and just keeps ringing. You select it just like that. SMS compliance. So this is just basically making sure you're following the right guidelines. By the way, this will go more in depth a little bit later in the video because this has to do with A2P verifying, and you have to have a bunch of stuff with that, but I'll explain it later. But this is just a place where you can access that. Messaging limit, this is just how many messages you can send once you're A2P verified. Then restriction history is a place where you can see all of the violations and any other things that have happened between you and your messages and unsolicited texts. That way you can see an entire list of all of it. And then right in here, you have phone numbers, you have number pools tracking campaigns you run out, and then all of your verified caller IDs there. Now I want to show you one more quick thing. If you go right in here, you will see edit configuration. So some of these settings were over in the other place, but I just want to run you through these because it's some extra settings and little things, guys. It's the little things on high level that make all the difference, because a lot of people just know the base stuff. So when you know the ins and outs of a system, oftentimes there's things that your clients want or you need that are in these little, settings that you just have to figure out. So I'm going to go through these so you have that knowledge armed with you so you can make that much more money. Let's hop in. So the first thing is just naming your number. So this is great if you have a bunch of numbers. You can just put in whatever name you want, Declan's phone number, whatever. That way you can have everything organized and set apart as opposed to just random numbers. And this can be a hassle if you have a big team because it's like 540, 540, and it's just all these numbers and you don't know who's who. So it's good to name your numbers for organizational purposes. So then we have pass called number as caller ID. This just distinguishes from the personal number showing up on their screen versus the business number. If you're using your business number, you won't need this. But if you enable this, it basically just makes the business number pop up instead of the personal. Then we have forwarding calls too. You just put in a number, and basically if someone calls your number, it will just forward it to another person in the business or whatever phone call you put in here. And this can be great for putting to other teammates, or if you don't want to answer phones at a certain time, you literally just put in the number you want right here and it will just ping it and send it to another person. Great for if you're off hours work. And this can be super powerful, and I highly recommend if you have bigger teams and people wanting to go to assistance, you use this feature. And this is only for verified numbers, but if you get verified, basically what this will do is when you do outbound calls, your caller ID will be the verified number that will pop up on their screen. Then we have enable call connect feature. So this is like when you hear on the phone, it's like press any key to continue, and you have to press a key in order for it to continue. This is great for weeding out bots and a bunch of other shit behind this, but that's basically all it is. And then they just have to click a random key and then it basically starts the call. But then you have a whisper message, okay? And this basically is a thing before you call that's like, this is a sales call, or this is a warm lead, or whatever you want it to be. And it basically just distinguishes what the call is. And these can be great if you have a bunch of different phone numbers. For one, if it's a dedicated sales line, not really. But having that brief moment of knowing like, oh shit, this is a sales call can be great. So that is what that's for. Now, call recording is what it sounds like. It records the call, which can be awesome because if you want, stuff for sales, or you want to make sure, you're properly getting legal stuff, or you have a really obnoxious client that wants to, make death threats, it can be great to have a call recording because then you have evidence of everything. So that is something you check. And when that is checked, when someone calls, it will say this call is recorded for quality and a bunch of other shit. Then you have incoming call timeout. So if you wanted this to go straight to voicemail, you would just do, 1 second. This is the time between when you enter the call. And then outgoing call timeout is how long after the call. So do you want it to ring for 10 seconds? 20 seconds, how long do you want the phone just to ring for until it just stops and moves on? So that's basically how you do that. Very simple, just like that. Then last but not least, we basically have ring incoming call to selected users. You just click the drop down and you pick the users on your GoHighlevel profile that this will send the call to. So you can have teammates and a bunch of people, and this can be great for all kinds of team stuff. So it just immediately sends to them fast and effortlessly. So that is basically all of those little mini settings. Last two things I want to go over, just quick tidbits in case you didn't know, that can be awesome, is that it's forwarding calls can be great to forward to personal phone numbers. So just so you know, you can put in a personal phone number and this will basically forward it either to your business or your personal. That way you can basically play with business and personal, which can be awesome. If you do not know how to set up a voicemail, if you go right into business profile settings on any sub account, you can come right down here and you can upload a voicemail to your account, and that's how you upload it. And that's great if you don't have a voicemail. That way you can add one and it's not just like, just goes and then it's either personal or something like that. That way you can actually upload a proper one. So now that you have your numbers, you're going to have to get A2P verified to send text messages. I have a full video on it literally right over there. I have it popped up on the screen so you can go check it out. This is actually the hard part about the phone numbers. Everything else is super easy. Like you said, you can just click a couple buttons and have a phone number. Now you got to get them A2P verified to send text messages. And this video goes in depth on how to do it. And it's a very high success rate. I've gotten a lot of people to pass very fast, but this video right here, as you see, click it, watch it. It goes full in depth, guys. Go check that video out right now if you want to get A2P verified, start sending out text messages and making some more sales. Guys, thank you for watching, and Go High Level Wizard